You guys, I cut my hair and it's really short.
And I said, she can't even talk to me about short hair with this mom bob.
You know when you get a haircut and you're like, take a tiny bit off the ends and you leave and you're like, it's so short. Anyways.
It's literally touching her ankle and she's crying.
Okay, anyways.
Okay.
And action.
Wait, where am I looking?
Oh, lens.
Okay.
I have
Okay.
that same issue. So.
Oh my god. Hey guys.
Hello.
So today we wanted to sit down with you guys. It's been a while since we've done a video together. So we wanted to sit down with you guys and go over some Q&As. Katie and I both posted on our Instagram stories yesterday asking for questions that you guys were wondering about, and it could be nutrition or non-nutrition related. And so we got a ton of questions to go over, so we thought this would be fun to sit down and, you know, talk it out. Should we just dive right in?
Yeah.
So our first question, what is your current goal that you're working towards?
Mal, you want to take that away?
Okay. So, I feel like every time I talk to you guys about this, I always say like, oh, my body didn't respond to a cut, oh, I'm reversing, blah, blah, blah. So I've actually just been at maintenance for a good solid while. Because sometimes it can feel really, it's not always about the cut. I'm just gonna be honest, it is not always about the cut. And if it's good to have goals, yes, but if you're constantly aiming for a body that you don't currently have, it makes it a very unenjoyable process. So I'm just enjoying it right now at maintenance, happy with where I'm at.
And it's a great time of year to do that with like the holidays.
Yes.
And then not stressing about going through that time and feeling like you're living in deprivation.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, I have normal hunger cues. I'm sleeping well. I don't ever feel super deprived, and I'm just enjoying that.
And there was a time where you were not sleeping well at all.
Not sleeping well at all. I was hungry all the time. My energy levels at the gym just sucked. So yeah, I'm just enjoying it.
Yeah.
No abs. No abs, but I don't give a crap right now.
And it's the perfect time of year to have no abs.
Yeah, sweater season.
Yeah.
So how about you?
I did the intuitive eating, and now I'm transitioning out of that. So I am following macros again. I'm following ranges, so it's a little more loosey-goosey, because one thing that I noticed with intuitive, like going from really, really strict tracking and doing the strict cut that I did into intuitive eating, was I instantly kind of lost like the stress over tracking and like panicking if I was gonna have enough food in the day, or just like obsessing over what I was gonna have over every meal. And I didn't want to get that obsessiveness back. And so that's one thing I was nervous about going back into tracking, is just being really aware of like those behaviors. And so I think the ranges have helped with that, because I'm not like married to the gram, and I also don't have a specific like body comp or performance goal, so it's okay to be like a little more loosey-goosey. And so right now I am transitioning, and I'm really liking it so far. I'm feeling really good tracking, and I have a little more structure, but also still like freedom as well. And I'm signed up for a CrossFit competition in January, and so that's not something I'm overly like obsessively training for or anything, but it's just kind of a goal in the future. So I'm not wanting to be in a deficit to where I'm not fueled enough for that, because I'm excited. I haven't competed in a while. So
And
it's a kind of a big girl competition.
It's got some spicy workouts.
Yeah, so I mean, I think me and I have a partner, and me and my partner going into it, like literally we're just doing it for fun because we love competing in CrossFit, and it's just a good time. And like we'll probably be the weakest ones for sure, but that's fine. So yeah, that's my goal.
I like that.
Yeah, I feel like we're both kind of in this place right now where it's like a little bit gray area, and that's okay. Like, it doesn't always have to be black and white.
And I think too, like working with our clients, you know, people come to us and we ask for their goals, so we want to hear that stuff. But I feel like sometimes we get caught up in always having to have like a fat loss goal, and that doesn't always have to be the case. Sometimes, you know, it's just about finding your maintenance and being able to maintain where you're at and enjoying a little bit more flexibility and enjoying other things in life than constantly being in a cut. There's a time and a place for that for sure, and we'll both be in it again probably the start of next year, I'm assuming. But you know, there's something to say about just maintaining, being in a more lax state and enjoying life.
So next question is, where do I start? So I'm assuming
Loaded question.
Loaded question.
But not really at the same time.
Yeah, I think that, I mean, what we see is a lot of people just overcomplicate the process of starting. And actually, I'm kind of writing a blog on this right now of, you know, we're always, like, a lot of people are waiting for that perfect time to start when all the stars align and everything falls into place. But there's never going to be a perfect time, and there's honestly never going to be a perfect diet for you either. Like, it's just about starting and doing something consistently and something that you can sustain. And so I think just starting with the smallest thing, like if you have an issue with soda pop, start there, eliminate that, you know, and just focus on one thing at a time. Don't try to flip everything upside down overnight. You know, one thing that we preach to all our clients and anyone that starts with us is knowing where you're at to know where to go, where you're going. So kind of knowing where your current intake is and what your days generally look like, and then being like, okay, what's one thing I can work on right now to start moving in the right direction?
The best time to start is right now. Stop putting it off. There's never going to be a perfect time.
And make small goals too, like small, like even weekly, daily goals, so you feel accomplished and you feel like you have little wins every single day, every single week, and then that will add up to those big wins and achieving those bigger goals.
On to question 3. How are you ladies tracking your macros on Thanksgiving?
Are you tracking your macros on Thanksgiving now?
Hell no.
Hell no. No, the answer is no. We aren't tracking, but we are using a few just simple tools and tricks of the trade. Go for it.
Well, I wrote a blog post about this. You guys can check it out on our blog. The gist of it is, don't eat like an asshole. So, you know, when we tell our clients to have an untracked day and to enjoy the time with their family and friends and not to stress about tracking this holiday, we're not telling you to go balls to the wall and eat everything you can because you have one day that you're not tracking, so you're gonna try to squeeze it all in. That tells us that there's some mindset work that needs to be addressed. What we're telling you for an untracked day is to be mindful of what you're eating, practice portion control, and then also some of the other basics that you've heard from us time and time again. So focus on a protein first, fill up on greens, so like veggies, salads, steamed vegetables, whatever, roasted veggies, whatever you guys have, and then enjoy something that's maybe a little bit more fat and carb heavy. But again, just, you know, take a little bit. You don't need to have a half a plate full of, I don't know, some cheesy casserole.
Yum. Or you don't need to eat half the pie. And another thing that I was talking with a client earlier about this morning was kind of staying away from snacking, because at Thanksgiving and holidays in general, there's always just like a smorgasbord of snacks, and then you're like full by the time you get to eating your meal. So staying away from the snacks or really pulling back on those. I know when there's a lot of snacky things, I always try to go for the veggie tray because I know that it's really easy on the macros and that's gonna fill me up. And at least it's like my snacky fingers just want to do something, just be in the snacks all day. And so veggies really help with that, or even like protein if there's some protein options.
Like a beet tray.
What's your favorite Thanksgiving food?
Oh, gosh. You know, I can't pick one.
Can you pick a sweet and a savory?
Yeah. Oh man, that's so hard.
What's your favorite Thanksgiving meat? Is it turkey?
Turkey. I don't like ham.
Oh.
I mean, I'll eat ham, so I say I hate ham and then you'll probably see me eating it, but I have a real problem with it. Most of the time I can't eat ham.
Yeah.
Turkey all the way.
Yeah.
But I'm the person, okay, better question. Do you have to keep everything separate and not touching, or do you like to mix it?
I inherited my dad's OCD on this. Like, we joke about having like those little kids separated plates because we can't do the touchy. The only thing I'll let touch is my turkey with like gravy on it.
Oh.
But we can't, no, because what if your like fruit salad meshes in with your potatoes and gravy? No way.
I couldn't do that either, but I do like corn mixed with my mashed potatoes and then gravy.
Yeah. I'll support
That's
that. I'll
That's
support
it. Yeah, otherwise, yeah, you definitely cannot have desserts touching the rest of the entrees.
No. Or when your green salad gets in the gravy, you're like and then it's wilty and then it's, no.
Yeah, so what about dessert? What did we even have for desserts at Friendsgiving? Do we even ever have desserts?
Yeah, we do. We had pumpkin pie.
Oh, you made those little mini pies.
I made mini pies. Those were good. I like pumpkin pie and I'll always eat that. But I love fruity pies, so I like apple pie and like berry pies.
Back to Thanksgiving. We just got really distracted about food. But back to Thanksgiving, just be sensible. Don't stuff yourself until you're sick. That doesn't feel good. You're not gonna have any energy to do Black Friday shopping if you feel like you just ate 20 pounds of food. So just sample things, take small bites. Like Katie said, stay away from the snacking or grazing all day long. Just set your meal, you're good. And you know, Katie and I, years ago, when we first started doing this, used to be very OCD about stuff like this. I tracked my Thanksgiving meal and I tracked my Christmas meal and I did not have desserts. That's an unhealthy mindset, and it's not fun. No one wants to do that. So if you're consistent all the other times and you're doing what you need to do, it's fine to have an off day.
They said, you know, they say you want to take a nap after Thanksgiving meal because of the tryptophan in turkey. And I read something that it was like, no, you'd have to have like eat 20 pounds of turkey for that to like even affect you. It's because you eat too effing much food and you're stuffed to the brim and then you pass out because you're so tired. So don't be that person.
Don't.
Food prep and time management is a huge one for everyone. Everyone's so busy and we always want to find like the quickest way to, you know, get healthy meals and how to fit that into your day, into your week, especially those of you with kids and sports and on and on and on. So, you know, it comes down to making it a priority, honestly. And everybody wants a magic answer for this. And there really isn't one aside from owning your day, taking ownership of your time, and really getting real with yourself and what your priorities are in life right now. Of course, we support whole foods and clean eating, but sometimes if you have to get something quick, you can make it fit in your numbers. Number one, like we have clients who do like the meal prep services that you'll just get those meal prep services and keep them in your freezer for those crazy days where you're like, shit, I didn't have time to meal prep. Grab one of those out of your freezer, you know? So, but aside from that, I mean, we recommend usually at least like 2 days a week to really like plan and prep. So you have one at the beginning of the week and then you have to kind of regroup midweek. Do you have anything aside?
Yeah, and we just say a couple days a week because I think for us, we don't really like prepping an entire 7 days worth of food and then eating it on that 7th day. But you know, people hear food prep and they think that it needs to turn into this all-day event, and then so they automatically say, I don't have time for this. Well, you can you can food prep an entire 7 days worth of food in 50 minutes. So if that's how it had to be, then that's just what you gotta do. So for you to say that you don't have any time, you probably do. I bet if we looked at your entire day, minute by minute, you know, the time you spent scrolling on Instagram, or the time that you were shopping online, or the time that you were scrolling through TV or watching whatever show it is, those minutes add up. And if you can do an entire 7 days, that's breakfast, lunch, dinner, in 50 minutes, there's no reason you can't find that time. And we're not even asking you to meal prep 7 days. We're just saying do a couple days at a time.
Yeah. I know, I don't like to do like the entire week either, because it gets gross, and you know, so plan that day midweek. But also know, like, most of the time, what our nutrition and what our food looks like most of the time is not that exciting.
No.
Because life is busy, and it's just like, there's no time to make these gourmet meals all the time. And some of you might, like, have those cooking skills. I don't. It takes me, like, a really long time to make, you know, an elaborate recipe. But for the most part, it's not going to be that exciting. So just know, keep it basic. Have your basic protein, basic carbs, veggies, you know, that you know work, that you know fit into your plan, and then plan those special days where maybe you can make something a little more exciting. So the question is, how do I stay consistent over the long haul, the long term? And this is something we get questions about a lot, because you know, things come up, things happen in life where you're probably gonna veer off your plan, and things aren't gonna be 100% every single day. And it shouldn't be, it's not going to be. And so accountability for this is huge, I think.
Yeah, accountability is huge. Because you need someone to call you on your shit. Yeah. You know, there's a reason that you got into the state that you're in the first place. It's been repeated habits over a long time. And we are, you know, we're pretty good at being able to convince ourselves of certain things, or like tell ourselves a story that we believe to be true. And it maybe that's not the case. So sometimes you need that accountability of someone to check in with and to really call you out. Whether that be a nutrition coach, your husband, your best friend, like, hey, I struggled with this today. And just have that conversation, because then it breaks that cycle of you continuing it.
And look at your past habits and patterns and say, okay, what's the consistent thing that is not working for me? What's the consistent thing that keeps veering me off track? And maybe try to address that, and that will really help, you know, change the trajectory of your future.
Next question is, what is your favorite tradition around Thanksgiving? Are you a Black Friday shopper?
Are you, Mom?
You know, I'm not a crazy Black Friday shopper, but sometimes I get a wild hair and I'm like, feel FOMO, you know, when you know everyone else is out shopping. So I'm like, oh, what am I missing out on right now? So then I'll end up going, but it's usually I just go to like Home Depot because they have real garland on sale. Or I go to Walmart because they have really nice
brave
sheets.
Brave. Oh.
You know, I thought Walmart
Costco has nice sheets.
Do they?
I just bought some.
Oh.
You can go lay on them. Try them out.
I'll go roll around.
Yeah.
You know, Walmart hasn't been what I thought it would be. I thought it would be complete chaos. No. I always get right in, straight to the tower of sheets, grab my sheets.
Probably because you weren't there in the prime time.
Yeah.
I'm all about that online Black shopping. Black Friday shopping.
I can't wait. I'm doing it all online. Oh yeah, online's a different story.
Yeah. And it already started, by the way. It starts like a week early.
I might have bought a swimsuit this morning.
I'm not supposed to be spending.
It's from Santa. He's just so good to me. That sounds really dirty. I'm Santa, if you don't understand. Yeah, tradition, you know, we don't really have a lot of traditions. We do Friendsgiving every year. Is this the 4th or 3rd? 4th.
Wow. I don't know.
I think this is the 4th year that we do it, so
back.
that's always fun. We all get together and eat really good food and play games. But aside from that, I don't. Do you?
I mean, we really don't have any like, no, not really, not really any like unique traditions that stand out. We always have turkey dinner, and we always have, my dad always makes mashed potatoes and gravy because he thinks he's the best at it. Okay, moving on.
Yeah, last question.
Last question is how to set up your own macros and how to make adjustments, which is precisely what we just talked about last week on our live training. And we wanted to kind of wrap up with this question because we have a little exciting surprise for you guys.
It's an awesome surprise.
Yeah, we're really excited about it because we got really great feedback from you guys on the live training videos, and everybody was really into it and said that they just got a lot from it. So we wanted to take that one step further. Because setting up your own macros is a loaded question. As you guys probably saw if you did watch those videos. And so we decided, you know, we're currently capped out on one-on-one clients. And so we're trying to figure out different ways to serve more of you and just educate you along the way and reach more people.
So we'll be announcing the details of that
soon.
Yes, on Black Friday?
Yeah, it's gonna be a sweet Black Friday deal for you guys. We love doing these Q&A videos, and so we plan on doing more in the future. So keep hitting us up with questions. We're happy to answer them and just chat with you guys.
And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any of our future videos that are, you know, they're just the best. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, and we will see you guys later.
Bye.